I feel Akademiks just be talking to talk on stream, but let's get into it. What's up? What's happening? It's Big K Beezy. We back in the stand. K Beezy, K Beezy for Sheezy. I got too many names. My channel name called K.A.Vuitton. I be saying what's up, what's happening. It's K.A. Beezy. Like I don't know. Like hey, the other channel's Quasimodo. Like I got too many names. But anyways, somebody that don't got, well, he probably got a lot of names. Is Akademiks, the negotiator, Big Act, Lil Act. So many names. But he basically was retelling a story on his live stream about how XXXTentacion was the reason him and Drake started talking, or brought him and Drake closer together. Because remember at the time, X was tweet. Well, what was this, like 2017? Anyways, well, we knew about the situation, the case X was in, and RIP XXXTentacion, you know what I'm saying? You know, shout out, you know, baby get you. But you know, the whole situation, was it Geneva? Yeah, but basically, XXXTentacion was dating a lady called Geneva, you know what I'm saying? The only reason I remember her name is because when you watch X-Men and the Geneva Convention or whatever the fuck Magneto was talking about, that's the only reason I remember Shorty's name. It's a unique name, I ain't gonna lie. But anyways, he was talking to some girl called Geneva. Allegedly, there was some domestic violence that happened with the situation. So he was getting into some issues with that. So this is around the time his music started blowing up. And of course we heard that, look at me, look at me, look at me, yeah, look at me, look at me, look at me, yeah, look at me. You know what I'm saying? That popped off. We was like, he's locked up. Somehow he got out of jail to the point he made the XXL list in 2017. And we like, oh shit, this X, oh, he's tough. Ah. I wasn't necessarily a fan. But basically, X was doing his thing. Drake drops like More Life around that time, and he has the song Kissing My Teeth, KMT, with, I believe Giggs was on it. And basically, I guess Drake was using a similar flow to what X was using on Look At Me. X gets annoyed. He's like, yo, Drake is against me. Drake is trying to unalive me. He stole my flow. Yada, yada, yada. Going on this big tirade is F Drake, this, that, and the third. Now, of course, you know, Ak and XXXTentacion is cool. Like, they good friends or whatever have you, right? So with that going on, maybe at that point, and we know Akademiks loves Drake. Even back then, that boy was an OVO, ovulator, champagne crusader, Aubrey Apostle, Drake Defender, Drake Disciple, Drake Disciple. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, he was going crazy. He was talking this shit. So, I wouldn't be surprised somehow Drake reached out, probably by DMs, and spoke to Akademiks. So, again, let's see what he's saying. So, let's see the story.
Listen, I never spoke to Drake ever. Chat knows when the first time I spoke to Drake. Like, I always said, the first time I ever spoke to Drake, that's when I knew how powerful X's fan base was. Me and Drake had never spoke before. It was one day when X was going crazy and I posted it up, and Drake wanted to clarify that he wasn't getting at X, and he first reached out to me. It was because of XXXTentacion. Right. So this is 2017 or post. I've been covering hip-hop. I covered the whole Drake and Meek thing, and I never spoke to Drake. Okay? So this idea that I'm not giving opinions. My track record is there. From me supporting him, from Take Care, If You're Reading This Is Too Late, Nothing Was the Same, What a Time to Be Alive, More Life, Views, all of these times before I've ever spoke to him, it wasn't like, oh, this is my homie. So now I do speak to him, but I don't want people to be like, oh, it's because Drake is speaking to him. Go look when I spoke to Meek Mill before I spoke to Drake. And I literally told Meek Mill and his team.
So there's no hiding the fact that DJ Akademiks is a huge Drake fan. At times, fans have questioned just how objective he can be, given how close he is to the Canadian megastar, or how much he loves that motherfucker. Years ago, Drake was telling Akademiks to dip from my life. Oh yeah, I remember that. It felt as though he had no interest in the hip-hop commentator. However, over the years, that has changed. Ak has an inside track on Drizzy's next moves. While Drake won't share everything with Akademiks, there's no denying that they have a working relationship. Some type of working relationship, I would say, or friendship, whatever the fuck. During a recent live stream, Akademiks decided to tell the story how he and Drake ended up getting connected to one another. As it turns out, it all has to do with XXXTentacion. If you remember, X had a feud with Drake. Eventually, when X died, some felt that Drake might be taking posthumous shot. Oh, was this? I think it was on For All the Dogs. Was it Shot Him in Daylight? Shot 'em daylight. That song when niggas was saying that potentially Drake was spouting some stuff. I did a video about it as well. That Drake was spouting some stuff about he potentially got XXXTentacion hit up and stuff like that. Weren't they trying to call bro into the trial when they were the murderers of XXXTentacion? They were trying to put Drake into that shit as well, and even DJ Akademiks at some point. Yeah, so they're trying to say that song kind of implicated that he knew about the thing, like, you know, I caught the body, Jung bought the body, da 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 da. You know, he was talking crazy in that song. One of my favorite songs on For Other Dogs. I ain't gonna cap. That shit was hot as fuck. I'm too complex. They making me vex. A whole lot of gold that I wear on my neck. That shit was hard. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was hard. I could jig to that motherfucker. But anyways, eventually, Drake reached out to Akademiks to clear things up and get on the same page. Akademiks used this story to show that he and Drake aren't exactly super close. He noted that some people think he is in the artist's inner circle. I wouldn't say inner circle, but when it comes to media, yeah, I feel like media outlet wise, yeah, like that nigga fuck with you. But anyways, but it's not the case. Instead, the artist was mostly reluctant. Sorry, I can't speak today. To confide in him. Going into Iceman, there is no doubt that Akademiks has been on the front lines of coverage. For the most part, he has been positive about the album, suggests that this project is going to be huge for the art. Well, it is because of the whole Kendrick Lamar battle, and niggas want to see how you bounce back. So, of course, it is a huge thing. Also, as well, besides Akademiks, we already know how OVO Ma give it up. And shit, no, hey, if that album fire, OVO-ish gonna turn up. You know, the lights and, you know, the sugar cookie niggas, they gonna stick together. But anyways, whether or not the LP lives up to the hype, there's still something that remains to be seen. I will say this, even though it doesn't, if it does or does not live up to the hype, I do appreciate Drake for bringing back album rollouts because he did that shit. You gotta give him credit for that. Anyways, to Akademiks' credit, he was critical of Drake during the beef with Kendrick Lamar. Not that much. Hey, listen, I was agreeing with this article a little bit. Not that much, but anyways. He felt as though Drake made some serious missteps and that those missteps are still being felt. Going into the new album, fans don't really know what to expect. Most are expecting him to go full rap and abandon the R&B pop track. No, he's still gonna do that. Let's be serious. He's still gonna do that. Let's be serious. He gives us everything. He gives us the R&B, he gives us the rap, he gives us the pop. I will say I want more rap on this, Drake. I will say. But nigga, the way I love that Haley song, nigga, hey, you give me some more Bahamas Promises, I ain't mad, nigga. That's my shit. Anyways, only time will tell what he decides to do. But yeah, I could see him reaching out to Ak at this time. Because I remember there was another thing with Ski Master Slump God. I don't know if Drake appeared at like Vigil or like a repass that the fans were having for XXXTentacion. I don't know, but Drake appeared and Ski Master was like, see, he does fuck with X, da 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 da. Like, I don't know exactly what it was, but yeah. You know what's crazy? If Drake really like fought with XXXTentacion, bro, like honestly, I would love to see if them brothers had a collab, like how that shit would sound, because that might have been fire as fuck. But again, some shit came in the way, egos, pride, and all that other shit. So again, we didn't get there, but hey man, it is what it is. We'll see. Again, is y'all excited for Iceman? I gotta get some of these Iceman videos out. I've been lacking. I gotta get these out before the album drops. So again, if you see a lot of Drake coverage, hey, just give me a pass on that one. But hey, besides all that, you already know what it is. It's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing off for today. The Black TJ Detweiler doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe, and hype. You try and hit a little bit more, you heard me? And I'm gone. Shalom, zoom, peace, your house gang. Aye.